You know, for so many people, bringing a parent to Australia is about so much more than just a visa. It's about bringing your family back together. And the Subclass 103 parent visa, well, it can feel like a really complex journey. But don't you worry. In this explainer, we are going to break it all down, step by step, using the official government info to light the path for you.
So here's our roadmap for today. First, we'll cover the basics, what this visa is all about. Then we'll dive into the crucial prep work and how to gather all your documents. After that, we'll walk through the application process and that long waiting period. Understand what happens at the final decision, and then we'll wrap it all up with a handy action checklist to get you started.
All right, let's dive right in. Section 1. What is the parent visa? We're going to get a clear picture of what this visa really offers and who it's actually for. Okay, so the Subclass 103 is a permanent visa. And permanent is the key word here, right? It's specifically designed to let parents of settled Aussie citizens, permanent residents, or even eligible New Zealand citizens move to Australia for good. It's all about reuniting families.
So who can actually apply? Well, at a high level, you need a child who is settled in Australia to sponsor you. And of course, you've got to meet the standard health and character requirements. But here's a big one you need to know about: the balance of family test. This basically means that at least half of your children must live permanently in Australia. So let's say you have 3 kids. For you to be eligible, at least 2 of them have to be settled in Australia. It's a critical piece of the puzzle.
Okay, moving on to Section 2. Before you apply. This part is all about that crucial preparation. I mean, before you even think about touching a single form, there's some really vital prep work you have to do to set yourself up for success.
First things first, your passport. Check it, and check the passport of anyone applying with you. The department is crystal clear on this. They will not grant the visa without a valid passport. Simple as that. Second, if this all feels overwhelming, get some help. But make sure you appoint a properly registered professional. And third, if you already have another parent visa application in the system, you have to withdraw it when you apply for this one. These are absolute non-negotiables to get started.
And now for Section 3, which is really the absolute heart and soul of your application, gathering your documents. This is where your attention to detail is going to make or break your case.
I really can't stress this enough. Every single piece of information you provide has to be accurate and complete. The government is very serious about the consequences for incorrect info, so really, honesty and being thorough, those are your best friends here.
Okay, let's zoom in on one area where the stakes are just incredibly high: proving your identity.
The government wants real precision here. You're going to need certified copies of your current passport pages, and they're specific. They want to see your photo, your personal details, and the issue and expiry dates. Got a national ID card? Include that too. And any proof of name changes, like from a marriage certificate, that's got to be in there as well. And if you're wondering why this is so critical, well, this is a direct quote from the Department of Home Affairs. If you can't prove your identity, they might refuse your application and ban you from getting another visa for 10 years. And listen, that ban doesn't just apply to you. It can apply to any family members on your application too. It's serious stuff.
Okay, so beyond your ID, the list goes on. You'll need that completed sponsorship form from your child in Australia. You'll need the evidence that you meet that balance of family test, all the detailed documents for any dependents, proof of your relationship with your partner, and 4 recent, good quality passport photos for every single person on the application.
So once you've got this mountain of paperwork, there are 4 final prep steps. Think of it as a quality check. 1. Get any non-English documents professionally translated. 2. Get certified copies of pretty much everything except your police certificates. Those have to be the originals. 3. Always, always, always make a full copy of your application for your own records before you send it off. And 4. Just double check that you are sending original police certificates, but only certified copies of everything else. It's a really common mistake, so be careful with that one.
So, you've done all the hard work, you've gathered every document, you're ready for Section 4, applying and waiting. Let's look at how you actually submit this thing, and maybe, just as important, what you can expect during the long wait that's going to follow.
The process itself is pretty straightforward. You'll fill out the main application, which is Form 47PA, plus the sponsorship form and any others. You pay the first part of the fee, and then you send the whole paper application by post or courier. And that's a key point. This is not an online application. We're talking old school mail here.
Now, we need to talk about a really key decision you'll face. You see, the Subclass 103 visa has a much lower upfront cost, which is great, but the processing time is incredibly long.
Because of government caps, the wait can literally be decades. The main alternative is the contributory parent visa. It costs a lot more, but the processing is dramatically faster. So you have this huge trade-off between time and money, and that's a massive decision for any family to make.
So what happens after you apply? Well, you'll get a letter saying they received it. You can then import your application into an IME account to keep an eye on it. During the wait, you might be asked for things like health exams or biometrics. It's so important to let the department know if your situation changes, and you've got to be ready to pay that second fee installment when they ask for it, which usually happens right before they make a decision.
And after all that preparation, all that waiting, we finally get to Section 5, the visa decision. This is it, the final outcome of this long journey.
The department will let you know their decision in writing. If the visa is granted, fantastic. You'll get your visa grant number, a start date, and any conditions that might be attached. If it's refused, they won't just leave you hanging. They'll give you a reason why and let you know if you have the right to ask for a review of that decision.
Okay, to bring this all together and help you actually move forward with confidence, let's go through a practical checklist of the most important things you need to focus on.
Think of this as your game plan. For identity, please triple-check those passport dates. A simple error there has really severe consequences. For sponsorship, never forget that your sponsor's eligibility is just as important as your own. For that balance of family test, start gathering birth certificates and residency proof for all your kids as early as you can. And for the application itself, here's a golden tip. Always keep a full digital and physical copy for yourself before you mail it out.
Look, the journey for a Subclass 103 visa is incredibly detailed, and the wait can be really long. But by being meticulous, by being prepared, you are putting your family's absolute best foot forward. This whole big process, it all starts with that very first document, that first form. So the real question is, are you ready to begin your family's next chapter in Australia?